My name is Timothy Aaron Huston, and I am a furniture designer. High school was really hard for me because I really wanted to have spikes on my jacket and have my hair sticking all up, and but there was only 3 groups in my high school. There were no nerds. It was jocks, hicks, and preps, and all of them were really mean to us. So that was growing up in Kansas, walking home with my other 3 punk friends and having the hicks in the back of the school parking lot throwing beer bottles at us, and then in the winter, snowballs, which we thought was kind of funny, but then one of them hit a car and it had a rock in it, so that was not cool. How did I become a furniture designer, and who inspired me along the way? Luckily in Johnson County, there's the Johnson County Community College, which is this beautiful Bauhaus-inspired angular campus. I somehow started to think about graphic design. So there was this graphic design program at Johnson County Community College that was basically just a way of taking kids and shoving them through this program so that they could work for Hallmark, it's based in Kansas City. But then in that program, the director while I was there was Stephanie Nuria Sabato, and she was, I don't know, she's the one that first person that told me that, hey, you're really good at this, you should think about maybe going to a 4-year university or doing something more with yourself than just going through this little program. Lately, I'm very taken with Dieter Rams, who's post-Bauhaus German designer. He did a lot of the work for Braun. He does these the most iconic thing that he's done that people would know in their minds is this brushed stainless steel with wood grain stereo pieces, or I don't know, appliances, electronic appliances, where it's just very simple, maybe 5 grooves for the speaker and then 1 knob, and that's it. And he was a big inspiration on Johnny Ives from Apple. Basically the original iPod up through the iPhone are very, if you look at the lines and the material quality between Apple products and early Braun work that he did, there's sort of a direct, you can see a line that connects them. If I had ended up doing something aside from furniture design, honestly, I don't think I would be doing much. I look at my family history, I look at the track that I was on before I got involved in the design industry, or design, the people that I met along the way that told me that I could matter if I wanted to. I think if that hadn't happened, I'd either be in jail, possibly dead, suicide. I don't know. I don't think that. I think that the way that things came about for me, I sort of rescued myself, but I also got rescued by just people taking me aside and telling me hey, you should really do this instead of that. Or my first memory of technology, when I roll that around in my head, immediately the memory that I think of is when my stepdad first plugged in our Hewlett-Packard and plugged it in and turned it on to the bulletin board services, and he started this strange online friendship with this woman from Joplin, Missouri. And it was sort of my first experience with online dating, internet stalkery, things like that, because it started off well enough, and I was kind of amazed. I was wow, so you can just send these messages, it's very personal and writing a letter, but they receive it immediately and you get a response back immediately. And I thought it was really awesome. And it led directly, maybe 8 months later, going into chat rooms and talking about punk music. And as a member of the Millennial generation, do I think my peer group has any defining characteristics? Kids my age, I feel we're more interested in finding something that we love and doing it, and not really, as long as we have enough to live on, it's fine. We're not trying to be you know, we're not trying to be millionaires. We are more interested in taking care of everybody, and I don't know, like, we're almost more like our grandparents' generation, or maybe like the Depression era generation. You know, we're going to go through a lot of BS, but I think we're well equipped for it.